One morning, Douglas was talking to Oliver when Hank steamed by. He was pulling a passenger train with 3 coaches. "Come on, Douglas," he complained. "Stop gossiping up the sun while it's work to be done." Douglas was horrified. Later, Douglas spoke to Hank. "Oliver and I are old friends, and you and he have a lot of common too." "And what could that be?" grumbled Hank. "Scrap," whispered Douglas. Hank shivered and he was very, very scared. "Don't mention that word," he cried. "It badly makes my wheels wobble. It does the same to Oliver and Toad," said Douglas, "as it once did with me. But luckily at midnight I managed to save these 2 away from Scrap. It was after when Oliver and Toad were nearly sent to the scrapyard to be scrapped. But the Fat Controller does need another steam engine here," he said. "Aye," said Hank, "and quickly." And he did. At the next night, Hank was taking the midnight goods train to the far end of the scrapyard, where only the diesels work. He was still shunting, but he managed to shunt it into the siding where it belongs. He was still waiting for its return journey when "It sounds like a steam engine," he said to himself. The hiss appeared within inside his funnel. After that, the hiss came again. "Who's there?" he cried. But after that, there was a narrow gauge engine scrapped in the scrapyard shed with a scrapped coach behind him as well. Just then, Hank realized it. "Don't know the name," he said. Just then, a whisper came. "Are you the Fat Controller's engine?" It said. "Yes, I am," said Hank. "Thank goodness," said the voice. "I'm Skarloey, and this is my coach Wilhelmina. We fell out of coal and had no water and steam." And what are you doing?" said Hank. "Escaping," said Skarloey. "From where?" "Scrap," said Skarloey. Hank shivered, but just then he remembered Douglas's story about saving Oliver and Toad. "I'll be glad to help you," he said. "And it doesn't look like you're gonna be ready to be scrapped by the scrap managers, and then that means I'll be taking you away." "No time to turn around," said Hank. "I'll reverse my tender first." The drivers and firemen agreed to help, and now they were ready to go. "No time to waste! Come on!" Just then they reached the station before they can clear it. Suddenly he managed to stop. A man with his lamp on. The lamp went too much. The lamp began making itself too much bright on Skarloey's face, and now it started to hurt Skarloey's eyes. "Ah," said the manager, "a narrow gauge engine a narrow gauge engine, and a red coach too. You can't take those, and it's well important. They're all fours, said Hank's driver. See for yourself. The scrapyard manager looked all over Skarloey. Seems in order. Right, away, guard! Phew, that was close, said Hank. We had worse, said Skarloey, but you did manage to help us. So the three others forged ahead out of the scrapyard, and they all managed it away, and then finally Hank and the others steamed away out of the scrapyard. Thank you, said Skarloey. Thank you, said Skarloey. Without your help, I could never have wanted someone to help us, he said, and he did. It was daylight when they finally arrived. We're home, said Hank. Shh, said his driver. There's the sheds, he said. We'll find a place for Wilhelmina and Skarloey. Just then, Skarloey said, goodbye and thank you, and Hank puffed away. At the next day, it was Friday, so Hank told all the other engines about Skarloey. The Fat Controller will have to know, said Emily. Hank shall tell him at once, said James. And there she is, said a voice. What's that all about? Beg pardon, sir, said Ben, but we do need another engine here, he said. Yes, sir, said James. A steam engine, sir. A steam engine, sir, he said. I know, said the Fat Controller, but only one engine has been saved from scrap, and that might be someone who did it. Really? Really? Said Hank, but he didn't know what the Fat Controller meant. It wasn't them who did it, he said. I did it, he said, so that he'll be invited to our railway, he said. The Fat Controller smiled. He heard all about Hank's news, so he told him all about that. I knew you can do it, he said. Well done, Hank, he said. And now that is the case I always want to know about, he said. Skarloey is just what we need for Ben's branch line. And all the engines cheered. On Saturday morning, Skarloey and Wilhelmina were both painted in red colours like James. After that, Skarloey and Ben enjoyed their branch line really well. The engines laughed and called them little engines, and the little tank engine day it will always be. The end.